Hey guys, so today we're going to create the guideline for the bumblebee to move. And yeah, let's start from there actually. So first thing, you're going to create a folder. This folder will help you to organize all the flowers because we don't want things to get in the way when we're working with the bumblebee. So what you're going to do is after creating the new folder, you see the little arrow right here. So you're just going to click the flower layers and drag it until you see this black line that's forming underneath. Okay, so I'm just quickly going to drag and insert into the folder, and I'm going to name this folder flowers. So now that they're all inside this little folder, if you click onto this drop down triangle, now you can hide them. And also you can lock the folders and also click onto this eye icon to make them disappear. Okay, so now we're going to work with the bee, but before we get into that, I want you guys to make the bumblebee a little smaller. You can click onto the body of the bottom layer and then hold Shift key and select everything all together. You're going to use the free transform tool. Click from the diagonal, left or right, doesn't matter. Click Shift Alt key and make it a little smaller. Very tiny bumblebee. Click anywhere to deselect. And now we have a little bumblebee. Okay, I kind of want to rotate this guy a little bit over here. I'm going to move it right there. After that, you're going to click onto the body of the bumblebee layer. Right click and click onto Add Classic Motion Guide. While you're on that layer, you're going to use the pencil tool. And you're going to make 2 small loops, 1 big one, and then fading away. You can also make the curve a little smoother by click onto this lines. But in my case, I don't need to. Okay, that is that. Ooh. Okay, I think that's better. All right, and then we're going to click onto the body of the bumblebee layer, and we're not going to select the guide layer. So you're going to hit hold down the control key or command key if you have Mac. Left antenna, right antenna, left wing, right wing, and you're going to click on any layer with the right click of your mouse. You're going to create classic tween. Okay, and you'll notice that all the layers that I have made into classic tween, now it's in purple. Okay, and then if you have frames less than 200, go ahead and make it up to 200. Just select everything by dragging down, right click and insert frame. Okay, and now we're on the last frame. We're going to select everything, right click and insert keyframe. Okay, oops, let me just select the ones that I want to make keyframes into. All right, so now while you're on to that last frame, which is the 5 seconds, 200 frame, we're going to move the bumblebee up to here. And we're going to slightly rotate it. Okay. When you're moving your bumblebees, you'll notice that, hold on. You'll see this little white circle in the middle. Make sure that you're snapping it to the guide. If it doesn't snap, go to Properties, Dock, and you can click onto this Snap Align icon, and it will help you to snap right back. Oops, sorry. Right back. Okay. And then when you drag this thing around, you'll see that it's following the line. Actually, yours might not follow the line. To make it follow the line, you should click onto the body of the bee, because if I make any changes onto my parent layer, that means all the child layer will follow that motion. So click onto the layer of the body of the bee. And on the right, you'll see under Properties, Frame, that you have these selections. Make sure that you click onto Orient to Path, and it will follow the guide that you have created. Okay. So what it does is that it's calculating the frames in between in the time. So it's making the movement for you while following the guide and arriving at the position that you wanted to finish. In this case, over here, right? Okay, so we're getting there. So you can drag your bumblebee, and over here, we want the bumblebee to open its wings wide open. I'm gonna close up for you guys to see. If you wanna position your canvas, you can always hit the space bar, and then you'll notice my mouse turn into this high-fiving hand, and you can move around the canvas, okay? So I'm gonna make it a little bigger for you guys to see. So over here, I want to kind of create some kind of a motion. So I'm going to click onto the whole layers, right click, and insert keyframe. Okay, now whatever motion you make on here, Adobe Animate will automatically calculate the time frames, and it will make it look as if it's making a motion. All right, so let's work with the right wing first. Make sure that your pivoting point is on the top of the wing. So when we're making the movement, it's moving around from that point. Okay, so I'm going to make it spread out like this. For this one also, I'm going to make it spread out like this. Maybe we can make the antenna to go wide over here as well. And you'll see that it's making the wing go up. And then as you come down, we're going to create another keyframe. So control keys, right click, insert keyframe. And this time I want the wings to be closed completely. Right here. And the antenna, move more inwards, and let's see how that looks. So start from there, spreading its wings and gently bringing it down. And then we're going to make it spread the wings again, maybe over here. So click all the layers, not the guide one. Right click, insert keyframes, and I'm going to make this spread its wings. And then check the movement. So it's going up and down, spreading its wings again, right? Then we're going to come down, closed, right? So command keys all the way, right click, insert keyframe. So we're repeating the process, right? Okay. Maybe not all the way. Make sure that you're on the free transform form tool if you want to move around little parts, okay? So from here, diving, closing again. Maybe we want it to kind of spread its wings. Oh, you know what? Maybe over here, we can make it keyframes. Normal. Maybe we don't need to change the antenna. Okay, so going up, down. Oops. Up, down. Whoops. You get the idea, right? So going up, and then maybe spread its wings wide open over here. So same thing. So every loop, when it's diving in, going back up, you should have keyframes. Okay. Spread its wings. Antenna too. Going upwards. And then let's see. Coming down. Holding it all the way in. And there we go. I don't think we need to add in another because we already set the last position of the bumblebee, right? So there we go. Now let's see how it looks by just hit play button. Flying, diving, there we go. Okay. If you want to test out the whole thing, you can always go to, where is it? Commands. Oh, you can go to control, and on the drop-down menu, you'll have this test movie and animate. And we'll show you. It shows the flower part as well. Pretty cute, right? Okay, so I want you guys to try up to that part, and we'll make the flower appear as the bee flies around the flowers, and that will be all. So let me know if you have any questions, okay? Oh, I forgot to mention, make sure that you take a screenshot of the layers So your Bumblebee should have the first keyframes it's given. You should have another keyframe when it's reaching to the top of the loop. Another one when it's coming down the loop. Again, on top of the loop, another loop over there. Come down, another motion over there. And going. And another keyframe over there. Just a little change. When it's going upward, spreading its wings. And diving in, another keyframe. And the last keyframe, you should have done it in the beginning. Okay, your loop should have, your guide should have 3 loops. Okay, that's what I want to see. So take a screenshot of this whole thing to show that you did the classic tween, all the parenting mode, the guide layer, flowers folder, all hidden inside locked and not in view. And to show all this, take a screenshot and upload. Okay,